and this is Mo Monday, where it's all about getting Big Mo on your side to start out your work week. Getting the motivation you need on Monday to be who you were created to be all week long. Richard Gaylord Briley once wrote, "All success is voluntary, and so is most failure. We lean towards the one for which we feel the most permission for, regardless of what we say and regardless of what we do." Permission is vital to you achieving success in your life. And we understand that from the standpoint of if our boss doesn't give us permission, or if our family doesn't give us permission, or our spouse, or our friends, and how other people, by refusing to give us permission to succeed, can actually stifle our lives. We can overcome that, but we understand that their permission opens a doorway for us to achieve success quicker, more efficiently. But that's not the kind of permission that I'm talking about this week. The kind of permission that I'm talking about is the permission that you give or the permission that you withhold from yourself. Have you given yourself permission to succeed this week? You see, a lot of us tend to be what I call guru gophers. We go for this guru, then we go for that guru, and we go for this guru, and we get in this repetitive cycle where we go to seminar after seminar, or book after book, or motivational tape after motivational tape, trying to keep ourselves motivated to be able to achieve success in our life. And then what happens? We go to a seminar and there's this flurry of activity in our lives. Or we read a book and we completely change the way we organize our desk. Or we listen to a tape and we're all fired up and we go make all of those sales calls. And then what happens? The motivation fizzles out. There's really no success. There was a flurry of activity with no success that really truly followed that. I want to challenge you this week to really take a look at your life, because I believe if you're like me, the reason that you get caught up in that cycle is because I withhold the permission from myself. I do not give myself permission to succeed. And because I don't give myself permission to succeed, success never comes. I can go to as many gurus as I want, and it will never produce success in my life until I give myself permission to succeed. Do you realize, as a minister, I've read through the Bible and I've looked at it, do you realize that God has given us permission to succeed in life? He has His greatest desires for us to succeed in being who we were created to be. Most of our parents have given us permission to succeed. Most of our friends have given us permission to succeed. Generally, our spouses have no greater desire than to give us permission to succeed. And yet, a lot of times, what we read into their thoughts, what we read into what they're saying is, as we read into it saying that they're refusing to give me permission to succeed, that I'm unworthy to succeed. And truly what it is we have prevented that success because we have withheld permission for ourselves, to ourselves, to be able to succeed in the desires that we have in our life, to succeed in being who we were created to be. I want to challenge you this week to take a good close look at your life and ask yourself, have you given yourself permission to succeed this week? Or do you feel unworthy? Do you feel like you don't deserve it? Do you feel like you've messed up so bad that you should never succeed? Do you feel unworthy to succeed, or have you given yourself permission to succeed this week? And you can't just say, okay, I give myself permission to succeed. Permission involves ceremony. It has to be something that you truly open up the doors to and you have no restrictions on in giving yourself permission to succeed. Maybe that's going out on a special dinner and having a ceremony. Maybe that's sitting down and talking with your wife and saying, I need you to give me permission to succeed, and I need you to hear me say that I give myself permission to succeed. Maybe it's posting it on Facebook saying, today I give myself permission to succeed. But there has to be some ceremony. Anytime that you get permission from someone else, there is a ceremony. If you graduate from college, you are given permission to be a graduate through the ceremony of graduation. If you go through police academy, you are given a badge which gives you permission to be a police officer. If you're hired with a company, you fill out forms, you are given a desk, and there's a ceremony that takes place where you are given permission to succeed in that position. The same is true in your life. I want to challenge you this week to take some time out. Figure out what it is that you need to do, what ceremony you need to have. Really get alone, sit down, understand that God has given you permission to succeed, and that all the people around you have no greater desire than to see you succeed, and sit down and go through that ceremony and give yourself permission to succeed this week.